That's a good. First viewers have joined us. Ooh, and transfer bands. Good evening, everyone. Seems like a long time we've not spoke. Hello, Rio. Little Winston. And ER. Yes. I see ya. I see ya. I'll wait for everyone to jump on. Numbers are climbing at the minute, so there's a little warning went out to everyone. We're coming live at 5, and I think we're actually at a slightly early tonight. We are 5 to 5, which doesn't happen very often, so sorry if we've got a few of you off guard, but it's Saturday night, so there's lots going on. So as you may see, Twitch TV cam, Donkey Cam, and we're back where we belong. Stars of the show for our Christmas event. Been very, very busy today. Sold out today and sold out last night. Sold out for next Saturday and the last two actually. So that's a fully sold out event, which is great. Great support from everyone. And also we have a little surprise tonight. Oh wait, numbers are still climbing actually. So I know a lot of people watch on catch up on a Saturday evening, so here we have a new outfit for Miracle. Everyone, are you ready? Have you braced yourself for the cuteness? She has a hoodie. She's got a hoodie, everyone. What do you think? What do you think, Miracle? I think she quite likes it. She's quite a fan. Now, we're not going to sit her down because donkeys do not take kindly to little baby pygmy goats, so we don't want any accidents happening. But what do you think of the little parka jacket? I think it's for a Chihuahua. Yeah? Yes, she likes it. She's a fan. So, update on Miracle. She's not getting fed through the night now. She's big enough that she can last all night. Farmer Connor, can you take little Miracle, please? Thank you. Do you want to sit her down so they can see her little... Here we go. So this was just handed in today by one of the Dulscone midwives. Yes, hello. Hello. Are you excited? No, not near the donkeys. That was handed in by one of the Dulscone midwives, so I thought we'd try it on. And Aina had handed in a little red jumper, so she's going to be wearing that in the next couple of days as well. So the update on Miracle is her eyesight ever so slightly better, I think. Let's try the Twitch test. She's following the hand around. Let's see. Little blink when you flash it against her eyes, so you normally do that to kind of differentiate the light, and if something's coming close into her, she can depth perception, and she's blinking a little so she can see a little bit. She's not got full vision by any means. Definitely not. But she's getting on grand. She's always hassling mum for a sook, which is good. And we're hoping that that's going to bring the milk onto mum. It's not bring it on so far, however, so kind of, it's not hopeful, Connor, is it? She should have had it by now. She should definitely have had it by now. Baby's been keen to sook, so her body should have allowed the milk to come through. So maybe mum's just not going to have a lot of milk, whether it's just this pregnancy, whether it's forever, we don't know. But certainly for little Miracle here, it's bottle feeding for the rest of her life, or for as long as she needs her milk, which she does enjoy a bottle. When was the last time she was fed, Connor?
Just when I came to 4 o'clock.
So she was fed at 4, so she'll get fed again probably near bedtime, and that'll do her till about 7 in the morning, which is ample for her. You don't want to overfeed them as well, remember. So she's doing great. She's growing like a weed, growing into her jackets and her jumpers, which she does quite enjoy. Thank you for the stars, everyone, that you're sending through. Very, very generous. So Winston and Pumpkin have been down. You might have noticed if you're watching on Twitch. they've been down at our Christmas event, so the Dalscone elves take all the children round and they can see Pumpkin and Winston before they go into the elves workshop. So they've been very popular. They've been getting loads of, is it carrot cookies? Carrot cookies they've been getting today, which has been sent in by all of you lovely viewers. So they're loving them. They've got an awesome crunch to them. Could you grab some for us, Connor? Oh, have you got some?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some right here. So they're loving the carrot cookies. Look at Rio. She's like, what did you just say cookie there, Ben? So yes, they're not hungry tonight, put it that way. They've been getting a little bit often. Right, how are we going to do this? Here's your look, your nose. Can you hear this crunch? Hear that? You can actually hear the crunch. So yes, they're both loving life at the minute in their pen. They're back up home where they like to be, and they'll be here until Friday night when our next event is on, and perfectly happy. You'll notice as well there's no dividing gate, so exciting day. Everyone's been getting on fine, so we're quite confident that everyone can stay in together. Enough! That's plenty. I should never have started. So there's no dividing gate, so Pumpkin and Winston can get to know each other face to face. I think they're going to be quite happy now. And that'll save trying to feed and water two different pens when there's no need to. And they seem to be getting on really well, don't they, Connor?
Yeah,
there's the odd little scrap, don't get us wrong, but every family has their little scraps, don't they? Look at that for a picture. Rio! It's not your most flattering angle, please. Definitely not. You might have noticed as well in the comment on the title of the live that UK postage is now available for calendars. Unfortunately, it's only UK, folks. Can't highlight that enough. We cannot do international. There's just not enough time to get them out before January now. So it's only UK. So red alert, only UK. So if you are in the UK, if you're local, self-pickup's absolutely available. No problem at all. I've been selling away all day at them in the toy shop. If you're from the UK and would like a calendar, you can pop it online, put your details in, and we'll get one sent out to you. We've got a few still in stock and another run coming off at the end of the week. So they would be getting posted out around Thursday or Friday next week. So there should be plenty of time for Christmas if you were looking for them. Catherine Ainsworth says, spoke to you and Farmer Pete this morning about my calendar. Julie was lovely. World famous Julie, as I call her now. Everyone asks for Julie when they phone up. Yes, remember speaking to you this morning, Catherine. It's been a very busy day around Dulscon today. Very stressful, but it's been good. We like a busy Saturday to keep us amused. Nancy can hear the crunch of the cookies. They do enjoy the cookies, I think, almost more than the...
It might be their favourite.
It might be their favourite, yeah. I think it could be our favourite. It's taken the crown. What was the last one? It's just the tasty treats they were. So this is what we've got now, sitting on top of our sweeper. We've got all these treats sent in by you, and we're working our way through the boxes as well. So you are overly generous. Lovely of you to send all these in, and the donkeys really appreciate it. They've also been going over LP, and the donkeys really appreciate them there as well. And Jack, who is a local favourite, everyone comes to see Jack. He's down in the fields at the car park. He's been getting them, and we've got some friends who were speaking today in the farm shop who take him a carrot more than I see them down there 2 or 3 times a week. He'll get a carrot, so he's very spoiled, and he likes a good fuss. They were also asking me about the cross. I don't know if a lot of you know this, so a little learning curve here. Every donkey has the cross on their back. So see the cross on Rio's back? And the rumour is, or the story is, not the rumour, sorry, the story is, every donkey has that cross on their back because when Christ was hung on the cross, when the donkey went to turn his back, the shadow cast on the donkey's back, and now every donkey has the cross marking on his back from that point. So really nice story. Feel good factor kind of stands the hairs up in the back of your neck. So historical and lovely story for everyone to know. So I don't know if a lot of you knew that. They all do have it, just obviously depending on their colour, it's harder to see, and especially with their little, with their baby hair coming through. But you can maybe see the cross there on Pumpkin's back. He's definitely got one. Winston's will be harder to make out just because he's so dark, but you can see the line going right down his back, and it's without fail every single donkey. And there's Eeyore's one there. So if you didn't know that, learn something new every day. Let me just get through some of these. Let me get through some of these comments, everyone. There's loads of comments coming in. Thank you for that. So this week, what's going on at Dulscone? Thursday night, late night opening again. We had a busy night on Thursday. Not just as busy as the first night, but that's always expected. But we're hoping for a bumper night this Thursday. We're going to have the fire pit on. We're going to have hot drinks, complimentary hot drinks, and tray bakes again, so you can come with your friends and have a wee shop, little peruse around the shop, and basically just have a little socialise and relax and enjoy your night with us. Can you turn that bar around at the top of the gate so she doesn't catch it in her eye? Yeah. Okay, that's it done. You guys don't miss a thing. But no, it is too high for her eye, so don't worry. But we appreciate you keeping an eye on us. Excuse the pun. Linda Ball says, loving the calendar. We've had so many nice comments about the calendar, so it's lovely that everyone's appreciating it. And my photography skills throughout the year. And it's nice that all my photographs can eventually be used. I normally just take them for my own amusement, so I've got them as a little keepsake, but it's nice to share them with everyone. And I'm already starting on next year's, believe it or not. I've got some crackers already. Some really, really good ones, so I'm quite chuffed. Plenty of time yet, loads of lambing and kids and babies to be born between now and then, but it's always good to make a start, isn't it? Let's have a look. Kathleen's asking how Penny is. Penny's my golden retriever, for anyone who doesn't know, and she's not very well at the moment, so she started chemotherapy a couple of weeks ago. She's doing well so far. She was feeling a wee bit rubbish last night, I think, but she's a lot better today. Winston is not behaving in any way. Annoying Eeyore. She's doing okay. She's not doing too bad at all, so just keep your fingers crossed for her. Can you imagine these beauties in a nativity play? It would be chaos. Total chaos. Look, they can't behave even for 10 seconds. For 10 seconds they can't behave. But Winston does like a wee... Winston likes a clap more than Pumpkin. Pumpkin's got too much stuff to do. He's a very busy man all the time. So nice to see them in together. I know loads of you have been asking for a long time to see them in together. So eventually the day has come where they're big enough. Debbie, for those of us in the US, would it be possible to share the calendar pictures, perhaps one a month? Yeah, Debbie, there's a few starting to get leaked out as well, because I put some of them at the start of every stream, or when I'm advertising that we're going to be going on stream, or telling everyone we're going to go on stream. So yeah, there is a few popping up here and there, but we will be doing about one a month. So there's a few of them from the start, from the stream notifications saying that Farmer Ben or Farmer Pete's going live at this time. There's normally a picture with it. And some of those pictures are in the calendar. Not all of them. Like the one that I put on tonight, that's not in the calendar, but there is a few. Babies look like they're having a blast. Yes, they are. Catherine says, just ordered my calendar. Great, Catherine, thank you. And again, everyone, if you're overseas, we cannot send them to you at the minute. It won't get to you in time, so it's only for UK residents, please. Alison says, you're not frowning today, Farmer Ben, lol. Thank you, Alison. I think I'm becoming the butt of the joke around Dulscone, I swear I am. But no, I'm not. I'm very happy. I was very happy the other night. I think I just had I think I just had a grumpy screensaver face on. I don't know why. Maybe I was trying to focus in on the comments, because they always come up quite small. Please get your 2023 calendar available in October 2022 you could also have several versions. Yeah, everything will be a lot earlier next year, don't you worry. We'll be more organised. It's been incredibly stressful trying to get all this organised so quickly, so I'm glad everything's went out now, and we've cleared all of our orders. It's nice to have fulfilled all them, so we made it, we've done it, and it's been a great experience. We've enjoyed doing it as well. Winston, just playful, and Eeyore's more tolerant. Yeah, Eeyore has to have patience of a saint, really. Rio's good with Winston. Rio is actually very good with her baby and with Winston. She takes care of them. Mary's asking, do we have any mini donkeys? All of our donkeys aren't huge, but we don't have any miniature donkeys on the farm at the moment. It'd be something I'd love to do and love to get, but they're very hard to come by. So if anyone knows of any miniature donkeys, please give us a shout. Shelley says, what does a clap mean? So that's what I call a stroke or a fuss. Just that. You just ruffle up their hair and just give them a clap, like you would a dog. I think it's only me that uses that word, because no one ever understands what I mean about it, but hey-ho. Julie says she's looking forward to seeing her calendar coming. So a lot of people's calendars has been dropping through Letterbox this week. As you'll have seen on Facebook as well, we had all of our US orders went out. So overseas orders for Australia, New Zealand and Canada should starting to come through next week if you've not received them already. So yeah, US has went out, so they should be back pretty soon as well. Little Miracle's enjoying a fuss here as well. Really enjoying it. What else is on the agenda for next week, Farmer Corner? There's a wee bit of work to do at LP. We've got some leaking water troughs, which is kind of annoying farmer jobs that need done and maintained. We don't want any lost water. That is not good for the environment, not good for the water levels either. So the water is that's on the agenda for Monday. We've got some cleaning out to do. We've got some preparing to do for our Christmas event. And again, more calendars will be getting posted out from the orders that come over the weekend. So, are you from Ayrshire, Farmer Ben? No, I'm from Dumfries. Dumfries and Galloway, born and bred. Have you ever had ducks? Well, Elaine, funny story about that. I first got ducks when I was about 10 years old, and my dad done a little part in it, a little bit on me keeping ducks in the speech he done at my wedding. So I got about 4 ducks at an agricultural show we went to, where we had our toy trailer. We used to have a trailer that we took round all the agricultural shows round about Britain, before we had all the farm park and the soft play. And I'd got my eye on these ducks that were for sale there, so eventually got my way and we'd brought the ducks home, and I was waiting for them to lay for months and months, and eventually they started laying. And when I found the first 3 eggs, I went running into the house to show Dad, saying I'm rich, because I had 3 duck eggs. To be that innocent would be great, wouldn't it? Look at Winston, such a runt. So yes, I've had thousands of ducks. We don't have ducks anymore because we have a really bad fox problem around Dulscone. There is forests surrounding us. We're right next to the river, and it's just not worth it, unfortunately. Tony actually just put in a really funny comment there. There's 2. I can't read it out, Tony, but it's yes, it did make me snigger. Karen asks, have you ever met Gerard Butler? No, but he was up the road a couple of years ago doing a movie. I don't know when it was. Some friends of mine have met him, but he was. Where was Gerard Butler? Remember, see, it was the one he had done in the lighthouse, and it was only like 20 minutes from here, I'm sure. Sean, will you send a calendar to France? Not at the minute, Sean. Only UK deliveries at the minute. Are all your family involved in the farm? Linda's asking. Yes, mum, dad, brother, sister, my wife and my brother's wife as well. So yes, we are. Can we see Miracle, please? There she is, with her little parka jacket, and she's getting a bit restless, Farmer Connor says, so she'll need to go back down to her pen. You can take her down now, see, that'll do us. And then we'll need to get Pumpkin and Winston's jacket on. So watch on Twitch live with us, search Dulscone Farm. Yeah, we had some problems. I think the Twitch TV was down today. I don't know why. And I think it only went down from about lunchtime, but I had several messages about it. And I think it's going now. From what I can gather, everything seems to be going now. We had some Pygmy Goats in here earlier, if you never saw. Because the donkeys weren't in here, they were down our Christmas event. We had the Pygmy Goats in this pen. And I had a few messages and a couple of phone calls saying the Pygmy Goats were out. And that is Pygmy Goats for you. They escape constantly. So it's nothing to worry about. They're always safe when they're out here. They don't go far. They just like to... If there's a fence that they shouldn't get through, they want to get through it. So that's just the way they go on. So yeah, it's nothing to worry about. If you ever see a wee Pygmy Goat getting out or squeezing through a gate, that is what they do. They are a bit of a pain. Rena says, will his mum tell him off? She will eventually. If he pushes his luck too much, she definitely will. Do the mammoths grow winter coats? Donkeys don't tend to. They do, but you just don't know. It's because it's because it grows really slow and it doesn't really go that long. It just kind of gets thicker, and then when you get to the summer and they start shedding it and they need a good brush, you realise that they did have a little bit of a furry coat going on. So what you're seeing now is their winter coat, and when it comes to summer, when they get brushed and their winter coat comes out, you'll see they're really sleek and shiny. So yeah, they do get a bit more hair. And Pumpkin's so fluffy because he's got his baby hair. But when he grows up, he will be exactly like Rio and Eeyore. Shirley says, get in touch with Robert and Dave at Cannon Hall Farm regarding miniature donkeys. I was actually on the phone to Robert through the week on a separate issue, so it was nice to speak to him. I've never spoke to him in a wee while, so I do know Robert from Cannon Hall. I've never met Dave, but I've met Robert. So if you're on his stream, say hi from Ben at Dulscone. A lot of yous have been missing the girls up here today, and boys, and baby boys, but a lot of yous have been missing them. I think they've become part of your day and part of your routine now, checking in and seeing what the donkeys are doing. So they're back where they belong, and they're happy to be back by the looks of it. Oh, a little cough there, you. He's biting her neck and stuff. She will get him if it gets too rough, Caroline says. Yeah, she'll warn him off, but biting their neck is part of the donkey behaviour. That's standard. They do that all the time for several different reasons. Whether it's fighting or whether it's breeding time, the males will do that to the females. It's not uncommon whatsoever. A lot of you are liking the cross story, so I don't think most of you knew that story, but from this angle you can actually see Eeyore's cross really clearly, and you can see Rio's. You can definitely see Pumpkin's, and Winston's is a wee bit harder to see just because he's so dark. But it always is a dark colour as well, darker than their coat. So Drew says, will we be able to continue to watch the donks 24/7? You should be able to, or you will be able to. There's no problems watching the donkeys 24/7. When it comes to March time and the goats need to come back, when the goats need to come back home, when they're getting very pregnant, then the donkeys will have to move out at that point. And then from then on, it's the really important time of lamb cam, and that's the busy time of the year. So it is hectic. So we're going to have about 150 things lambing all at the same time. So you're going to have eyes and ears everywhere watching. There's going to be babies everywhere. There's going to be very little sleep. There's lots going on. It's normally Easter holidays. It's the most manic time of the year. So always exciting though. Where's Jack? He's been quiet the last few times he's been on. So we've moved Jack because the weather's been quite good and it's dry. Jack is down in one of the fields, which is I'll take you down one day when it's light, but we're up the top of the hill just now, as you can see from where our Christmas tree is, which is actually huge but looks tiny on here. So you walk down the hill and there's fields right in front of you. I showed you them before. He's down there, there's plenty of grass and it's nice and dry, so that suits him perfectly and he's loving it down there. But just because he can't hear me talking from away down there, that's why he's not shouting. So he's getting spoiled by the public down there, if you've never heard me saying before. So he likes his carrots and his apples and his treats that the public get him, and his fuss that gets made over him. I don't know what this is. Just going to block someone on there for a comment. I don't know what's going on with them. Some people spamming up the comments, which is a wee bit annoying, but they're blocked now. Grandkids got their donkeys and excited for Saturday, Linda says, so hopefully Linda's coming to see us on Saturday. Where does Miracle get her colour from? She doesn't look like her mum colour-wise. It'll be from her dad, Jake, but we don't know who the dad is because she was bought in and it wasn't actually... We weren't told that she was expecting, so... yeah, it'll come from the dad. The dad's probably exactly Miracle's colour, to be honest, because that's the dominant colour, the darker colour, that all came through. Add another webcam some other place. The problem is Wi-Fi, because we're up in a shed. You can't really get the Wi-Fi, but we're planning on another one of these guys, but the other side, looking the other way, so we can watch the full lambing shed. If you've never experienced lambing time before at Dulscone, last year was the first year we've done it, and it is very hectic. And it's really nice to see because it's so hectic. There's stuff going on all the time. There's new pens getting made with new babies getting put into it. There's new babies getting twinned on to other mums. There's a play pen where they can all get in and play together. It's really, really good. And you can watch them all day. I know you watch the donkeys all day, but you can really watch these guys all day. Melanie says, do you have mules? We used to have Martha the mule, and we had April our mule as well. They've went to new homes now. But yes, we did have mules. When will donkeys have babies next year? So we've got Flossie, Annie and Sadie, who are all expecting next year, so that should be June, July time. I think Flossie's maybe a bit later because she had Candy, who's her baby, so Candy Floss. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, Candy's probably a bit later. She's probably August time. And then Annie and Sadie are summer next year. So yep, summer next year they'll probably be in here so we can keep an eye on them. Do you guys have horses? Yes, we've got Tiny and Tim. And we've got Spirit, our cob horse. But they're over at LP. In fact, Tiny and Tim are down in the field with Jack. And Tim constantly fights with Jack. Just play fighting and mucking about, but they do like it. I've never heard that version. I'd always heard it to do with them carrying Mary to Bethlehem, but both are beautiful stories. Well, that's how they got to the cross, Laurie. Isn't it? Depends which version you've heard, but it's the shadow cast on their back. That's why it's actually been cast on there. That's how it got there, because the shadow cast on their back. So, how many animals are there at Dalscone Farm? Loads. Loads and loads. Loads of all different varieties. So if you're watching, there's over 800 of you watching tonight, which is great. That's a lot of you for a Saturday, because Saturday's not... because there's so much going on, we've normally got slightly less viewers on a Saturday. And a lot of people catch up. So if you are watching, can you please hit a like and a share on the stream? It would be awesome. And if you don't like the Dalscone page or follow the Dalscone page, please do so. Our numbers have been growing fantastically since the donkeys were born, really. The numbers have been growing amazingly. So lovely to keep that momentum up and reach as many people as possible, especially for lambing and kidding time coming up next year, and also so as many people can see these little crackers. Winston's tired now. These little crackers as possible. Pam says, thank you for blocking the misbehaviours. Yeah, there's a few of them, Pam. They always get in. They're always lurking about, which is a bit annoying. So Dawn's got her donkeys under a Christmas tree. That's great. Lindsay, can we bring apples, carrots to give the donkeys at the Christmas event or pony nuts? You can, unfortunately, because we've got no hand wash facilities round where they are. So that's the only reason that you can't. So it's a pretty practical reason for that. It's not like up in the Dalscone farm park where there's loads of hand washing facilities. Because it's just temporary, we don't have any hand washing facilities. So one of our elves can certainly give them a treat if you're coming. They'll be more than delighted to receive one. So yeah, you can bring a treat and one of our elves will feed it for you. We'll let you know when my calendar gets to New York, USA. Yeah, absolutely, that'd be great, thank you. Mary says, will Winston and Pumpkin be separated from their mums as they get older? Yep, of course, they'll have to be. That's a no-brainer on that one. They have to come away from them. They get too big, they get too boisterous, and obviously being males and then being females, there's problems there as well. So eventually they will get the chop, and they will be, that'll calm them down a wee bit, because as cute as they are just now, they can get boisterous as time goes on. Barbara says, will you continue to breed donkeys? Always. We love having little baby donkeys. Do the baby donkeys get on together? They do get on together, but they tend to keep out each other's way, which is strange. Probably in the next wee while, as they get used to each other, they will become more and more friendly and more happy. Look at that. Look at Eeyore. She's so proud. Giving a little cuddle to Rio. Look at Rio. She's so proud of Pumpkin. She gets the head over, gives him a little cuddle. He's in for a sook. Lovely to see, isn't it? Andrea's watching from Glasgow, Las Vegas. I sent Dulscon Farm a Christmas card today. Hope you get it. Thank you, Virginia. That's really kind of you. My tree decorations are beautiful. Great, Dawn. I'm glad you're all enjoying the merchandise that went out. So, it's 5:25 on a Saturday night, so I better get going. We've got things to do. We have Sadie and Edith staying tonight, so it'll be a party night with my nieces, so lots of fun. Lots of fun, everyone. Hopefully they sleep. So yes, we will check in with you hopefully on Monday, or certainly at the beginning of the week. But late night shopping on Thursday night at Dulscone. Get your calendars in the link above for UK postage only, unfortunately. But if you are in the UK, absolutely place your orders. We'll get them to you as soon as possible. And thank you for tuning in. Give us a little like and a share, and make sure you like the Dalscone page as well. And keep an eye on these guys over the weekend. They're sure to bring you loads of laughs. Here she comes. Look, has to take the limelight. But thank you for joining us, and have a great weekend, everyone. If you have any questions, send them in by messenger and I'll try and get to them. Or put them in the comments, actually. That's the best way. And some of the community or myself will answer them for you. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great weekend.